Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're continuing our playthrough of Kingdom Death Monster. We're entering into our settlement phase after taking down a level 3 butcher. We were able to take him down. I sadly made a few errors on both sides, but it was an absolutely epic fight. It was probably my favorite fight so far this campaign. So I'm excited to continue forward and seeing what happens to our brave survivors. Or should I say survivor? Only one person made it back for the butcher fight. The other 3 got absolutely murdered by the butcher, which was pretty thematic. Now, of course, he also gave us 5 scrap, which I have wrote down right here, which we could probably turn into iron if we're lucky enough. We also got a mask that could help us out as well. We're going to move into the settlement phase, then the hunt phase, and then of course we're going to go into our actual fight too at the end. But let's go ahead and first continue our settlement phase. And if you're excited to see what happens to our brave survivors during the settlement phase, then I need you to meet me at the table. The first thing we're going to do is, of course, our returning survivor is going to not remove his gear, but it's going to be sitting right there. We're then going to go ahead and gain our endeavors. Oh my gosh, we get a lot of endeavors. We get 2 for cooking and 1 for Chlydia. Then, of course, we get 2 for one of our dead survivors. We get 2 for another one of our dead survivors. And we get 2 more for the other dead survivor. That gives us 2, 4, 6, 8 endeavors, which is a mountain of endeavors, which is hopefully we can use them. It all depends on this evil deck right here. We might lose some, who knows? But we're done with that. Let's go ahead and continue down. We're going to go ahead and update our timeline, and then underneath it is update death count. So I'm going to kind of do both these at the same time. We're moving into Lantern 24, and we have to deal with a random settlement event, and then we have Hands of Heat that we have to take care of. We did lose 3 people, meaning so we have actually filled up all of the things in our death count. Now, of course, sadly, there's not like an achievement or anything for that. It just means that we lost a lot of people. After that, we have to go ahead now and grab a settlement event. Let's see which one we get. We're going to give them a good old truffle shuffle here and mix them up a little bit so we can get some good random combinations there. We're going to go ahead and cut it one more time and then mix up a little bit more and see what we get. We have gotten, which one's this? Oh, Stranger in the Dark. We've seen this lots of times, but maybe something different will happen. It says roll a D10. Let's go ahead and do that. Come on, D10, don't fail me now. Oh, we got a Lantern 10. Wow. Hopefully that's really good. It says, the stranger is desperately clutching a founding stone, naked and covered in blood. Gain +1 common population and 1 fighting stone gear. All right, we got a free guy. That's awesome. A stranger is desperately clutching a founding stone, naked and covered in blood, gain +1 population, and a founding stone. So I'm going to guess he comes in, but he doesn't get any of the extra bonuses that we get from any of our innovations. I think he's just going to come in as a straight survivor. But I do get +1 survivors. That's great because I lost 3. And I get a founding stone. Now, I don't really need any founding stones. I haven't used them in a long time, but that's okay. Nothing bad happened. That's even better. We're going to continue on. We're going to go ahead and check for milestones we don't have, so we're going to go ahead and develop. Wow, look at all this. We got all this stuff to develop. Now, I don't have any resources to develop because they're all in our settlement storage. Oh, I have to do Hands of Heat. So we have to go ahead and find Hands of Heat in here, and we have to take care of that as well. Of course, I didn't find it in the deck because it's actually in the book. Hands of Heat is actually a story event. And it says here, if the settlement already innovated Lantern Oven, skip this event and roll on the Lantern branding table. Otherwise, proceed to the Hands of Heat below. Now, we do have the Lantern Oven, so we're just going to do the branding. Lantern branding states, a feast culminating in a ritual branding of the settlement's finest warriors by the heat of an agitated lantern. Oh, discard half the total resources, including storage. Oh, I remember this one. This one's absolutely brutal. I lost half my stuff. Rounded down, nominate a survivor and roll on the table below. I'm going to nominate Chlydia. She's seems to be our superhero right now. So I'm going to roll up and see what happens. She got an 8. It says branded hand. Gain +1 permanent strength. Fantastic. +1 permanent strength, but I lost half of my stuff. Here's all our stuff. We have 34 things. So I have to get rid of half of those, which means we're going to have to get rid of 17 items here. So I think we're going to start with, oh, I don't know, how about the bugs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7. I'm just going to cross these guys out. We've got rid of 7 things. We still have to get rid of 10 more. Wow. No scrap, no iron, not getting the cat teeth, black lichen, I want to keep those. We're going to keep the leather. We've got an absolute mountain of bone. So I think we're going to get rid of some of our bone. 1, 2, 3, I said 7 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of 7. I do have a fresh acanthus. I can turn that into a dried acanthus if I want to. So I think I'm going to keep that. I've got 2 shank bones. Let's get rid of one of those shank bones. We're at 8, 9, 10. A great cat bone. Oh man, really? 13? I'm getting rid of 17? Oh, this is brutal. Let's keep crossing off bones. 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we'll just go down here again. 14 for regular bone, 15 for a skull, 16 for a lion claw, and I guess 17 for one more bone. We'll go with the shank bone, I guess. I lied. I'm actually going to get rid of the fresh acanthus, and I'm going to get back one of my bones. I'll just grab back just a regular bone. That's fine. I think with all the stuff we're going to be making, it doesn't matter what bone it is. If it does, then we'll kind of shade out for a different bone. But that way, oh, the fresh acanthus is going to help us too much. I can really turn this scrap into iron. That's why I want to keep it. Now it's time to develop. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do our scrap smelting. We can go ahead and use one of our endeavors to try to go ahead in purification. We're going to roll our die and see what happens. We got a 1, nothing happens. I'm going to use another one. We're going to go ahead and do our scrap smelting. We got a 4. I'm able to turn 3 scrap into 1 iron strange resource. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and do it again because we've got 6 scrap we can use here. I got 5 plus, oh, I only got 5 scraps, so I can only make it once, I guess. Oh, that's absolutely terrible. I thought I had more than that. I only have 5 scrap total. I don't have any more than 5. So I made 1 iron. That's fantastic. So actually, I'm going to get rid of 2. Well, I'm going to keep the 2 scrap. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn it into 2 irons. Now I have 2 iron and 2 scrap left. That should be okay. We do have black lichen. I wish this was scrap, but it's not. It's a bone, organ, hide, or consumable. Now, I'm actually not going to innovate this turn. I don't see any reason to because we're so close to the end. I don't think there's anything in the deck that's really going to help me out. We've completed our scrap melting and gained an iron resource. We're going to continue on with our face painting. That one's always good. Give ourselves some survival. We're going to go ahead. We got a 5. That's absolutely fantastic. 2 survival and 1 insanity. We're going to go ahead and place that there. Use our shrine, of course. This is an awesome one. We're going to go ahead. Oh, we got 1. Departing survivors gain +1 insanity. Oh, I have to go ahead and use these 2 things too. That's absolutely terrible. I don't want insanity. I want armor. So that didn't work. Too bad for us. That's okay. We're going to go ahead now and continue. We've got 1, 2, 3 endeavors left. Oh, wait, we've got 4 because I can only do the scrap smelting once. I got a 1, failed, did it again, got something. Then, of course, we did both of these. So I've used 4 of my endeavors so far. That's all we've done. Let's see what else there is to do. I think I am going to use my Memento Mori. We're going to give this a roll. I have to nominate a survivor that died in the last showdown in roll a d10. I'm going to nominate, oh, let's see here. We're going to nominate Hawk, I think. Hawk is who we're going to nominate because he actually has some stuff that could be of use to our characters. Let's go ahead and roll it up. We got a 7. It says painful memories. Gain the courage and understanding of the dead character. Dead survivor. All right, that's fantastic. All right, so I'm going to gain the courage and understanding of the dead survivor. We're going to go ahead and give that to one of our new characters that's probably going to be born, I hope, because we got 3 of these left. And we're going to use those all to try to get people to join us. That's going to be what we're going to do. I shouldn't say join us. We're going to try to do our, augury event. We're going to roll our d10. I have to nominate a survivor. We're going to nominate Lydia. That's going to be awesome. Let's see what she gets. She gets a 6 plus 1 is 7. She's going to gain a survival. That's not going to help too much, but she does go up to 3 survival, which isn't the end of the world. We're going to continue on. We're going to try that again. We're going to nominate her again. Yes, we got the intimacy event. And just like I done before, I'm going to go ahead and just roll the next die and see what we get. We got a 7, 8, so we did get intimacy event twice. So we're going to roll our 2d10s and see what we get. Now, of course, I have to nominate survivors. I'm going to nominate one of the survivors we haven't made yet. That is, oh, I'm going to nominate that guy here, girl. I'm just saying it's a girl. Just joined us. That's going to be awesome. The one that's +1, that gave us the +1 population and the actual founding stone. We're going to nominate that person first, and we're going to have that person and, let's say, Ferdinand here. Fernandin. I can never say his name, so let's just, why do I even use this guy? I can't even say his name. Vandrin. He's going to be the one, unless he's got, nope, he's good. He's just got broken legs. he can still do this with his 2 broken legs. We're going to go ahead and take the 8, which is going to give us, I think it's twins. No, it's not. Actually, what we do is we get +1 population, and then the male and female survivors that share a deep bond gain the 10 survival. But of course, if I have bed, which I do, the actual survivor that was born gains +1 permanent strength. So that gets an extra strength. That's going to be good. And now we're going to go ahead and roll again for the same 2. I'm going to use the same 2 people. No, they got +10. We got 10 survival already. Maybe I should nominate another person. I'm going to nominate the guy or the person that I'm going to nominate that. We'll just nominate the same 2. Let's just go for it. Here we go. Got a 7. All right, fantastic. That just means, oh, that's the same thing. Maybe I should nominate somebody else and get 10 survival. Oh well. Too late. We're just going to go ahead and give, so basically we got 2 more survivors that actually get +1 strength on top of what they normally get from all the rest of the bonuses that we have. So we actually went up 3 population, but we also went down 3 population. So we're right back to where we were. We have 2 iron, and I have decided to make the lantern glaive. Since we lost our spear, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. This is actually going to cost us 2 iron, which is both of what we have, 2 leather, and 4 bone. Now, sadly, our settlement got absolutely wrecked by that Hands of Heat event, meaning we've lost pretty much everything. And this is going to pretty much wipe us out of everything else we have. When we go ahead and make this, we're going to be left with 1 leather. Then we're also going to have only a few bones left, and of course, that 2 scrap. So this is everything we have in the storage. We have 2 leather, a question mark, 2 scrap, an elder cat tooth, and a black lichen. Now with that, I could have actually innovated, but I don't really think, like I said, there's anything left to innovate, because at this point we have to choose what we want to fight. The thing we are going to hunt this time is it could be a level 3 white lion. I could take on a level 3 antelope. Possibly we could even go after the phoenix. But I think what we're going to do is, you guessed it, I'm actually going to take on the Watcher at this point. We really don't have any resources. I don't think we're going to gain enough from any other animals to really power ourselves up too much more. So I'm actually going to see what we can do against the Watcher. I've been waiting forever to take this guy on. I've never seen this guy. I want to see what happens when we fight him. We've got 3 new survivors that are going to go out with us, plus of course our veteran fighter Clydia. She's going to go ahead and help us out. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to get everybody ready, and then we're going to go take on the Watcher in the next film. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited for this. Here is kind of our exalted leader. This is Clydia. She has the most hunt experience, so she's the one who's going to be doing the most. Now, she can't encourage. I need to make sure I just circle this because of the last encounter. She can't encourage. Of course, I'll probably forget, but you never know. All right, she's all set. Basically, white lion gear for the win. This thing's going out. I'm going to take a Dridacanthus with us. I've obviously never fought this thing. I have no idea what it's going to do. When I have to roll on the severe injury table, it's going to be bad news, so I'm going to at least save myself 1 time. Clydia is all set to go. She does have her 9 insanity, her 8 survival, and she has 3 to all the different things, except of course she gets +1 because of her headdress. So she's going to go to 4 in her head. Hopefully that'll help her out. Now this time we remember that I can't use strategist, so I can't put the stone faces out there. And she will be starting with the priority target token. Woo! Super excited for that. Next we have Cassandra. I think I may have used this name before, but you know, sometimes names come back around. So it's coming back around again. We're going to go ahead and use her. She's going to go ahead and grab that lantern gear. So she's going to go ahead and gain 5, 6, 7, 8 to all of her areas. Plus she gets +1 from around 0. So that's going to be 9 to all of these different areas. Now, of course, last time we played with her was during the butcher fight, and she got new unititis and died immediately. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Hopefully this armor will hold up against the Watcher. We'll see how it goes. She also has the whistling mace and the round leather shield. Monster tooth necklace. I gave her the bone darts again just so I could link this together to keep my movement going. She's all set to go. Let's continue on. Arrakis is another one of our new fighters. He's the one of the ones that has the extra strength. Actually, I have 3 people that got an extra strength from the last few times we've gone to our settlement events. He's going to go ahead and take our leather gear. I am giving back the cat eye circlet because I don't know anything about this monster, so hopefully being able to see what's coming will give us, I don't know, some advantage. We'll see how it goes. But again, I am linking that together to give myself my monster grease, and I know I went this entire campaign without buying any more than 1 monster grease, and a lot of people have said that I probably should have had more. And there probably are a lot of times I probably should have had more. Maybe when we play it through the next campaign, I may actually go for some monster grease. We'll see how it goes. But here we are. This is Arrakis. He is all set to go. He's going to grab 3 to all the different sets, but of course his set bonus is going to give him an extra 1. So he's going to grab 4 to all the different locations here, bringing them up to, well, I guess 4. Now he does get some extra things. He's going to gain some extra insanity, and he's going to gain some extra survival. So his insanity is going to go up to 5, and his survival is going to go up to 7, because he starts with the original 1. He gets 4 from leaving, and he gets 2 for this, so he's got 7 survival. Hopefully that will be enough. We'll see how it goes. Last but not least, we have Berminard. Berminard is going to go ahead and grab our screaming gear, and he's going to come in with his lantern glaive. I'm pretty excited about this. Now, I have set him up to also take the Forsaken Taker Mask, so he can attack multiple times with the glaive. I hope it works out. We also gave him the Lucky Charm and a Dried Acanthus, so he's going to gain some extra survival and things of that nature. Now, I have never fought this guy before, and that's just fine. This will be a lot of fun. There are a couple things that I'm not putting on my grids that I maybe should have, and that's the Frenzy Drink and Bandages. I'm not using that for any of my characters. In the comments below, if you think I should maybe grab one of those, just please let me know who you think I should put it on. But for now, we're going to leave our characters just like this. Like, for example, if this Lucky Charm is going to be nothing, I mean, I don't mind getting that kind of information. Don't tell me anything super exciting about this guy. I'm really excited to see it, but if he doesn't have any critical hit locations, this thing's worthless. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with Berminard. He is going to gain some extra stuff here. Now, on arrival, I'm going to gain 3 insanity, and he's also going to go ahead and put a couple of Acanthus plants down. He's going to get 2 for departing. He's going to get some extra survival. So we're going to go ahead and bring his survival up to 7, and we're going to go ahead and give him 6 insanity. Now, of course, in order to use this mask, I do have to be insane, because then I get my extra +1. And this is an accessory. This is not something I'm wearing as my head. It gives me bonus to my head. Also, I could have made the mass settlement location. I decided not to. I figured this was way better than the mass settlement location. So we're going to go ahead and grab our 5 to that. Plus, I get an extra 2 for my screaming set. So we're at 7 in the head, but the rest of these are all going to be +2. So we get 5 to the waist, and we also get 4 to everything else, which is going to hopefully this all holds up. The other thing I have to do is he also gained a courage milestone and an understanding milestone. So we're going to go ahead and roll both of those up. We're going to start with our bold and then do our insight. We're going to roll the insight as a white die and the bold as a black die. So let's go ahead and see what we get. We got a 6 and an 8. So during the settlement event with our bold, this 6 is actually going to give us an extra, I guess it gives us an extra endeavor. I might as well go ahead and augur again. Let's see what happens. We got a 3, that's a 4. That means I probably would then get rid of a resource. I already gained 1 insanity, so we didn't get actually anything in there. And our insight is going to go ahead and give us 1 permanent accuracy. That's fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and give him 1, which is going to bring his accuracy up to 2, which, oh, that's going to be so much better. Every little number in this game is really, really powerful. So having 2 accuracy is really going to help to hit with that glaive. It hits on a 6. Now it's going to hit on a 4. And if I can get behind him, if he is behind him, I can get it down to a 3, which would be really, really good. All right, that's the end of him. He's all set to go. We're going to take on the Watcher in the next video. I'm sure there are multiple people face-palming their viewing devices right now because probably shouldn't be doing this, but we're going to go do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this fight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Or it could be an absolute slaughter. Whatever it is, it's going to be an absolutely epic end to this great campaign. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this settlement video, which I'm sure I shocked many people that I'm going to go against the Watcher, but it's just, oh, I just can't wait. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you can watch the Watcher fight. It's going to be super cool, I hope. Also, please don't forget to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. Should I keep this Lucky Charm, or should I maybe replace it with a bandage or a frenzy? Jink, please let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear from you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and from Solace to everyone out there, thank you. This is going to be awesome. I'm excited for this epic conclusion. And if you are too, then I need you to meet me at the table.